Once upon a time in India, there was a king named Shah Jahan. He was a good-looking man with a charming personality. He ruled his kingdom well and his people loved him. But there was one thing that was missing from his life. Despite having all the riches and fame, he was a lonely man. He needed someone to share his life with, someone to call his own, so he decided to get married. The entire kingdom was involved in the preparations for the wedding. Everyone wanted the king to be happy. And after much deliberation, his counselors zeroed in on a girl named Mumtaz Mahal. She was the daughter of a wealthy merchant and was known for her intelligence and wit. Shah Jahan was smitten by her, and he married her with great fanfare. The wedding gifts for the bride included a beautiful white marble palace. It had intricate designs and was surrounded by lush gardens. The king gave it the name Mumtaz Mahal, meaning the palace of the chosen one. And soon the couple moved into the palace and started living happily ever after. Now Shah Jahan and Mumtaz Mahal were madly in love with each other, and they couldn't thank their families enough for the wonderful match. The king was so enamored with his wife that he built a whole city just for her. He named it Shah Jahanabad, and it became one of the most opulent cities of that era. They also traveled extensively, and wherever they went, they took a small piece of the white marble from the palace with them. They would then use these pieces to build small structures like tombs and gates. Everywhere they traveled, they would leave behind a little piece of Shah Jahanabad. But sadly, their blissful life together didn't last too long. After giving birth to their 14th child, Mumtaz Mahal died. The entire kingdom was plunged into a deep sorrow. Shah Jahan was heartbroken. How could he have been so careless, he thought to himself. He had been so consumed by his love for his wife that he hadn't bothered to build a proper tomb for her. How could he let her rest in peace now? He decided to make amends and embarked on building the biggest and the most beautiful tomb for his beloved wife. He hired the best architects and craftsmen from all over the world. They worked day and night to build the structure of Shah Jahan's dreams, and when it was finally complete, they all stood back in awe. It was an enormous building made entirely out of white marble. It had a huge dome and 4 minarets at each corner, but what truly made it stand out was the intricate designs and patterns that covered every inch of its surface. There were beautiful gardens all around the tomb, and in the center, there was a pool that reflected the image of the entire structure. When Shah Jahan saw the finished product, he was astounded. It was more magnificent than he had ever imagined. Over the years, the tomb had taken on a life of its own. People from all over came to visit it. They would marvel at its beauty, and some even claimed to have seen the soul of Mumtaz Mahal inside the dome. As for Shah Jahan, he continued to rule his kingdom until his death. When he passed away, he was buried next to his wife in the same tomb. And thus, the Taj Mahal became a symbol of eternal love between a king and his queen. The end. Now tell me in the comments, did you know that the Taj Mahal was built by Shah Jahan for his wife Mumtaz Mahal? At its core, this story teaches us something powerful. Real love isn't just about grand gestures, it's about being remembered for how deeply we loved. Whether it's through words, memories, or monuments, love leaves a mark. If you believe in love that lasts, in stories that move the soul, subscribe now, only here on Intimacy Factor.